Hello my friends and welcome back. Following my recent Cinderella dress tutorial, which you can watch with the link in the cards, today I'll show you how to style the wig. I started with 2 wigs from eBay. They happen to be synthetic and human hair blends, hence the price, but you can do just synthetic. I was just particular about the color, so I got these. You'll want 2 wigs because this wig needs to be very thick and have extra wefts along the hairline. Look for a base wig with a defined short bang like this and buy 2. You can also buy 2 different shades for a nice color blend. Begin by removing the wefts from the second wig and sew them into the base wig using whip stitches, focusing them on the back of the neck starting behind the ears and on the temples. You'll also want to sew at least 4 layers of wefts on the inside of the cap so that when the hair gets pulled up you do not see the cap and it looks like the hair is coming from your head. Since my wig had a skin top, I used some E6000 to glue extra wefts into the bangs to make them thick and get an even color blend as well. Lastly, I removed some wefts from where the bun will be so I could place them elsewhere. This is not totally necessary, but I find it helps with the weight so that the wig won't fall back too much. Just make sure you don't cut the elastic cap band so you have something to pin the bun to. Now let's begin styling. Section out some baby hair around the neck and tie them up and away with some rubber bands. Also section out some baby curls by the ears and tie them out of the way with a tie. Pin your wig to a wig block. You must have a wig block for this style. A foam head is much too small and not secure enough. You can find a link to all the tools I use in my description. It's an Amazon affiliate code which helps support the channel, but you will not be charged extra for anything. Make sure you really stretch the cap out when pinning it to the block. If you don't, then the wig may not fit right once styled, and you'll see your hairline. Be sure the center seam of the wig is on the center line of the head block, and that the ear tabs are sitting parallel on the block. This is key to getting a balanced styling. The following are some color-coded sectioning diagrams based on the Park wig for reference. From there, you'll need to section out the following pieces. 1. All of the bangs. Make sure to tie them out of the way with a rubber band. 2. The top from the back of the bangs, from top of temple to top of temple, back to the base of the bun. 3. The temples from top of temple down to the front of the ear. 4. The remainder of the temple and side of the head from just behind the ear. 5. The back remainder, which will get sectioned into 3 parts for ease of styling and then blended all into one at the end. Begin pulling the back topmost section, smoothing it down with steam and got-to-be glued hairspray, and tying it to the crown of the head with a zip tie, slipping the zip tie underneath the elastics there. Zip ties are essential to this style and making sure that it holds. Once the zip tie is tight, cut off the ends of the zip. You can use a spray bottle, steamer, and smoothing brush to get a smooth, tight look. Make sure the pony you just created sits along the center line of the wig block. Next, pull the sides behind the ears up one at a time and tie each with a zip tie, using steam and a smoothing brush as well. Keep checking the balance of the ponytail to make sure that it's not sitting off to one side. Now we'll work on the back of the wig. Take the back layer by layer and tease it as much as you can. It's better to over-tease and work to smooth it than not tease enough and have to keep taking it down to re-tease. Once the back is very well teased, section it into 3 pieces: the center rectangle sections and the 2 angled sections. Start sweeping the angled sections on the side of the head up towards the pony one at a time, smoothing them as you go using just the tip of the smoothing brush. Do not dig the bristles in as it will brush out the teasing too much. You only want to smooth the topmost layer. Tie off each side with more zip ties. Use a rat tail comb to pull on any sections that became too taut. Then take the center section and do the same thing, but make sure it blends into the back side pieces, tying it off once again with a zip tie. Now we're going to drape the temple pieces. To do this, brush the pieces back towards the pony and use some large alligator styling clips to hold it in place while you use your fingers or a teasing comb to pull at the bottom of the section to get it to drape over the ears. Drape more than you think you need. You'll always be surprised how much you need. Use more alligator clips to hold the drape while you zip tie the section to the rest of the pony. Give everything a good steam in place and spray it with some Got2b Glued for a smooth finish. Next, we're going to style the bangs. I like to measure my forehead from hairline to middle of the eyebrow and mark that length with a pin on the mannequin. Then I cut the bangs at least 2 inches lower than the pin. If this is your first time cutting bangs, then cut it even longer than that, and you can trim shorter if needed when trying it on. Also, make sure to taper the bangs so that they're longer on the sides and shortest in the center front. Also, be sure to cut at an angle into the hair with some hair scissors so that you get a natural finish and not just a blunt, straight cut. Then wrap the bangs in 1.5 to 2 inch Velcro rollers, using alligator clips to catch the ends and floral pins to pin the rollers up and tight into the head block. Steam them well and then let them cool. While they cool, pull out the baby hairs we sectioned off by the front of the ear and curl them by wrapping them around a small roller and steaming them, letting them cool in place. You can also use a 1-inch iron, but make sure they cool in a tight curl. Moving up to the ponytails, brush it out till it's smooth. Take a roughly 1-inch wide section and brush it smooth towards the face. Give the underside a little tease and then wrap just the center front piece up and away from the head to get the iconic Cindy swirl. Pin it down with some blonde bobby pins, taking care to make sure that they're not seen. Continue taking 1-inch sections, giving the underside a tease for grip and smoothing the top, and roll all of the rest under towards the head to form the bun. You can pin across the sections inside the roll to easily hide the bobby pins. Remember to continually check that the bun is balanced on the head and that each roll is proportionate to the previous one to get an even bun. Drape the last pieces around the front swirl to give it a cohesive and elegant finish. Then take down the baby hairs along the back line and cut them to be at least 6 inches long. Curl and cool them like we did with the temple pieces. Take down the bangs, give them a little tease at the base if you need some more volume, and smooth them into place with your brush, a tiny bit of tease, alligator clips, and hairspray. Lastly, carefully insert your headband underneath the draping at the temple, and you're finished. If you have any questions regarding materials, check the description or drop a comment. I hope you found this helpful. If you did, give it a share as it helps support the channel so I can bring you more content. Hit the subscribe button as well, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!